La Yasha'Allah to Israel. Imajim, which means to stand. Wapandi Hakudam, which means to face the east. All right, we are going to say the prayers in the Hebrew and translate it to the English. All right, this is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawi, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shakar, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathalanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Hasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Wala'a, Taba'a Nawa, Wanasa Yawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Hayah, Lakab, Hamalakwat, Wa'ala, Wata Parak, La Lami, Aman, in the English. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Baba Kashah, Nathan Lanawa. Hakak, Lar Pa'ah. Call my kalab, call my nawab, hakak, la tahor, hamatazarian, hakak, la kahaki, la hakim, hamakim, hakak, arakawat, hatama'ala, lagarshan, by Shemia Washah, the water Aman, in the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it. All right. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'Allah, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushua, Tawalaman. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'Allah, in the school. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Aharia, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azaria, Ma'anim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Baratasa, Ayathan, Lamawatch, Regalta, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'at, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Ayat, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakakak, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makora, Yashamar, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tagaatka, Wabawatka, Mayatha, Wa'ai, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, and even forevermore. Right. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adami Alaka, Ata Karash, or Ata Shakwa, Al Kayahana, Awapika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amaka, Yarayama, Sabada, Wayatha Yatazakwa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amaru, Lakawa, Wanakaki down, Magoya, Wala'a, Yasakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawatazakwa, Laba, Yakadwa, Awika, Barayat, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam. Waya Shemai Alayam, Moba Abba, Wa Garyam, Kabal, Wa Mawan, Wa Malak, Palashat, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Sarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadyan, Kasiyasara, Kayabi, Banakal, Yashwan, Nashamatwa, Bayanda Aura, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nara, Ya Mawak, Hairat. Wakasabat, Wakatazoa Manat, Karnasi Akambo, Ashar, Amaru, Narisha, Lanawa, As, Naawat, Alahaya, Shathamu, Kagola, Kakwash, the Panya Rawaka, Kaash, the Baria Ira, Wa Kalaba, Talahat, Hari, Khan, Tharathatma, Basaraka, Wabasa, Wapatha, Thalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kualawan, Wayabakwashu, Shaka, Yahweh, Yabashu, Wayabahova, Ayai, Wayakapara, Abatwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayatha, Shaka, Yahweh, Labaka, let me see, yeah, Al Yawan, Al Kaharatazah, Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace to be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off for being a nation, that the name of Yahshua may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, the habits of Tyre, Ashur also joined with them. They have hoped their children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as a Sisera, as a Jabin at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make the nobles like a rib and like Zeb. Yea, all the princes as Zaphat and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession, O my power. Make it like a wheel as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuaries, and evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, political kamikaze, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us or broadcast your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn in Hebrew. Okay. All right. All right. Right. Oh, yes. All right. Yeshabium, which means to be seated. All right. All right. First things first. Shalom. Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar. Alatah B'Hashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. All right. I am priest and officer 5000 Maccabi out here, of course, Minnesota, I should say. Of course, as you know, every Saturday we get into the Sabbath service. All right, and we are still going through the time of the Feast of Dedication as well. I believe our last day is technically on the 1st. Yeah, I believe it's on the 1st. Let me see. Yeah, on the 1st of January, all right? So we are in our 4th day, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and let's finish on the story of Joseph and his family, him being reunited with his family, all right? He hasn't seen since he got sold into captivity. Okay, this is once again an amazing story, a story that you can use for multiple examples of, brotherhood and, sisterhood. That, that thing that you are supposed to have in all of your communities to solve all your issues and your problems. Now, what separated Joseph from his family was the fact of jealousy that his brothers had against Joseph. Because, and it says that, Jacob loved Joseph a lot. He was amazing in his eyes. That was one of his prized children. But of course, Joseph's brothers, because of the envy and hatred that they had, the jealousy that they had against them, they decided that it would be a good idea to either unalive their brother, or how about a better idea? Let's sell him into captivity. Let's put him in a pit. And years later, when a famine is happening in Canaan, Joseph's family has to go to Egypt, where Joseph is, being a governor, second in command to Pharaoh, to get food, because that was the next spot to get, to survive, so that way they don't die. And understand that a lot of famines is going to happen more and more in this place called the earth. It's already happened. Like, I love when General Muhammad said, if you think that COVID-19 was something, you haven't seen nothing yet. It's going to get, like even Christ said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to get better once we are no longer under our oppressors' submission, okay? So yeah. So with that being said, we can use this for life today. The jealousy, the hatred, the envy, strife that happens inside your home, online, on social media, on TV. We can use this right now, okay? Because this is happening every day, all the time, nonstop. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Hebrew real quick, all right? We left off at Genesis. Yeah, so we are now in Genesis chapter 43, verses 34, all the way to the next chapter, all right? All right, so let's get the 7 verses. Genesis chapter 43, verse 34. Wayesha'a, Masha'ath, Math, Hanyawa, Alaham, Watarab, Masha'ath, Banyamyan, Masha'ath, Kalam, Kamash, Yadawath, Wayasha'athwa, Wayashakarwa, Imwa, verse 4, let me see. Chapter 44, verse 1. Wayataza Awa, Ashar, Mala'ah, Amathakath, Amadakath, there we go. Hanashim, Akol, Kashar, Yawakarwan, Sha'ath, Washim, Kasat, Ayash, Bapia, Amathakath, verse 2, Wa'ath, Gabayai, Hakasat, Tashim, Bapia, Amathakath, Hakwatan, Wa'ath, Kasat, Sabarwa, Shabarwa, there we go. Waya Aisha, Kadabar, Yawasa, Ashar, Dabar, verse 3. Habakwar, a war. Waha Anashim, Shalakwa, Haman, Wakamari Hum, verse 4. Hum, Yataza'awa, Af, Hayar, La'ah, Harakayakwa, Wayawasa, Amar, La Ashar, Al, Bayakwa, Kawam, Radak, Akarwa, Ha Nashim, Waha Shagat, Salaki, Waha Shagat. Give me 1 second, Salaki. Waha Shagatham, Shagatham. Waha Shagatham, Wa Amarath, Alaham, Lama, Shalamatham, Shalamatham, Raiha, Thakah, Tawaba, verse 5. Halawa'a, Za, Ashar, Yashata, Adanya, Ba, Wahawa'a, Nakash, Yanakash, Ba, Haratham, Ashar. Verse 6. Oh, so like it. I shut your thumb. Verse 6, last verse. Wayat Shagam. Wayat Dabar. Alaham. Ath. Hadabarim. Ha Allah. That's it on that. Clap it up. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the English. So like, where were we? Okay, here we go. All the way to verse 6. Okay. Hold on. Y'all bear with me real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. Yeah, 7. Okay. All right. So like, just have to double check something here. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Genesis chapter 44, verse 34. Actually, I'll read verse 32, just for a little bit of context. Verse 32. For thy servant became surety for the lad unto my father, saying, if I bring him not unto thee, then I shall bear the blame to my father forever. Verse 33. Now therefore I pray thee, let thy servant abide instead of the lad, a bondman to my Lord, and let the lad go up with his brethren. Verse 34. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me? Least peradventure I see the evil that shall come on my father. Let's keep going. Genesis chapter 45, verse 1. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all them that stood by him, and he cried, because every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him, while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. Verse 2. And he wept out loud, and the Egyptians in the house of Pharaoh heard. Verse 3. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph, don't my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. Verse 4. And Joseph said unto his brethren, come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, I am Joseph your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. Verse 5. Now therefore be not grieved nor angry with yourselves that ye sold me hither, for God did send me before you to preserve life. That's so beautiful, man. So sad and beautiful at the same time. Verse 6. For these 2 years have the famine been in the land, yet there are 5 years in the which there shall neither be earing nor harvest. So Joseph had revealed himself to his brothers and could not withstand the fact that, okay, you know what? All right, I'm done, playing these games. I'm going to tell you who I am. And he couldn't, he tried to hold back his tears, but he couldn't. And he cried, and everybody heard about it. Everybody knew about it, right? And he's crying because he's, it's good to see his brothers again. You know what I mean? It's good to see his family again that he has not seen in how long? Ever since he was sold into captivity. And also, too, this shows you that forgiveness has a lot of power. Instead of holding a grudge for, however long, 10, 15 years, 20 years of your life, what's wrong with forgiving somebody? Like, how long can you really stay mad? You got to let that shit go. Sooner or later, you're going to have to let it go. All right? Because life is, how they say, life is short. Okay? Like, why? I mean, what is the purpose of being mad at someone for the rest of your life? Why give somebody that power, that authority over your life? If you are upset and angry and mad at somebody and you don't get it resolved, they have power over you. They control you, how you feel and how you think about them. They are living rent-free in your head, in your life. But what you can do, you have choice. Okay, something in life, you can make decisions. You can find a way to resolve that issue, whatever the issue may be. Some people say you can't come back from certain things. I hear you. But it's worth trying and fighting for. Okay? Maybe you should call up that person and say, you know what, back in 2010, I should have never said that. I should have never did this or did that to you. But what Joseph did was he forgave his brothers. And he said, don't be grieved. Don't be angry at what you did to me, but forgive yourselves. That's what Joseph said. And that's beautiful because you can see in this story that Joseph already forgave his brothers for what they did to him. And that's strength. Once again, that's power. That is absolutely brotherhood. That's amazing. Very, very, absolutely beautiful to forgive somebody and just let it go and move on with life. Okay? So also too, Joseph mentioned that, it's been 2 years since the famine has happened, but it's going to be 5 years in total of this thing going on. Okay? And it's not going to be enough harvest, enough food. So let's see how everything plays out. All right. So Joseph is reunited. He's reunited with his brothers. And let's see what happens next. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the Hebrew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One moment. Hold on. Okay. 1 second. 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Damn, you know what? Salaki, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Salaki. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 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 Give me 1 second, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. I think I fixed the problem here. Yeah. All right. 8 to 14. Okay, yeah, I think I went too far. That's what it was. All right. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. I think I read the wrong chapter. My bad. That was a mistake. All right. Okay. Salaki, let me start over real fast. Salaki, y'all. still a little tired here. All right. Let's read this again. Genesis chapter 43, verse 34. And he took and sent messes unto them from before him. But Benjamin's mess was 5 times so much as any of theirs. And they drank and were merry with him. So they're drinking, they're eating dinner, celebrating with Joseph, but they don't know that this is Joseph yet. All right. So everybody's at the table at this time. Okay. Let me see. Genesis chapter 44, verse 1. And he commanded the steward of his house, saying, fill the men's sacks with food, as much as they can carry, and put every man's money in his sack's mouth. Verse 2. And put my cup, the silver cup, in the sack's mouth of the youngest, and his corn money. And he did according to the word that Joseph had spoken. Verse 3. As soon as the morning was light, the men were sent away, they and their asses. Verse 4. And when they were gone out of the city, and not yet far off, Joseph said unto his steward, up, follow after the men, and when thou dost overtake them, say unto them, wherefore have ye rewarded evil for good? Verse 5. Is not this in which my Lord drinketh, and whereby indeed he divineth? He have done evil in so doing. Verse 6. And he overtook them, and he spake unto them these same words. All right. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so now what's happening right here is Joseph is pretty much, how do you say it? Joseph rewarded them with food and money and some valuables, right? And of course he wanted his men to follow them, to overtake them, just to see if they stole anything. So this is all a setup. So this is all in Joseph's plan to get them back. Okay. To get them back to him, and this is all part of his plan. All right, for him to reveal himself to his family. All right. Right now they're about to be very confused and scared again, like what's going on? We haven't done anything. Okay. So we'll stop right there. All right. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right, we are going to go to Genesis chapter 44, verses 7 through 13. All right. All right, so let's get it here. Genesis chapter 44, verse 7. Wa ya amarwa al yawa lama yagabar adanya kadabarim ha'ala call yala Laibat Yak, Mashawath, Kadabar, Hazah, verse 8, Han, Kasab, Ashar, Mataza Anwa, Bapaya, Amathakath, Yanwa, Hashabanwa, Ayak, Salakia, Ma'arataza, Kanayim, Wayak, Naganab, Mabayath, Adanyak, Kasab, Awa Zahab, verse 9, Ashar, Yamataza'ah, Yamataza'ah, Athwa, Maabadiak, Wamath, Wagum, Anakanwa, Nahaya, Laadanya, Laadbadyam, verse 10, Wayamar, Gum, Atha, Madabaryakam, Khan, Hawa'ah, Ashar, Yamataza'ah, Athwa, Yahaya, Laya, Ibad, Watham, Tahaya, what? So, Tahayawa, Nakwayam, verse 11, Waya Maharwa, Waya Waradwa, so, yeah, that's right. Ayash As, Amathakathwa, Arakaza, Waya Pathakwa, Ayash, Amathakakwa, sorry, Amathakakwa, there we go. Verse 12, Waya Kapash, Bagadawal, Hakol, Wabat Patan, Kala, Wayamataza, Hagabayai, Ba'amah Thakath, Banyamin, verse 13, last verse, Wayakoraiwa, Shamalatham, Waya Amaz, Ayash, Al, Kamarwa, Waya Shabawa, Waya Shabwa, Hayara. And that's it on that. All right. Let me check one thing real fast here. Okay. Perfect. All right. All right, let's get it. Genesis chapter 44, verse 7. And they said unto him, Wherefore saith my Lord these words? And God forbid, God forbid that thy servants should do according to this thing. Verse 8. Behold, the money which we found in our sacks' mouths we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. Once again, a sack is it's an old English word for a bag, something that you hold something in, right? Okay. Behold, the money which we found in our sacks' mouths we brought again unto thee out of the land of Canaan. How then should we steal out of thy Lord's house silver or gold? So the brothers are saying, look, we brought this from Canaan. We didn't steal anything. And why would we steal out of this, this man's house, silver and gold? No. Okay. All right. So verse 9. With whomsoever of thy servants it be found, both let him die, and we also will be my Lord's bondmen. Verse 10. And he said, Now also let it be according unto your words. He with whom it is found shall be my servant, and ye shall be blameless. Verse 11. Then they speedily took down every man his sack to the ground, and opened every man his sack. Verse 12. And he searched, and began at the eldest, and left at the youngest. And the cup was found in Benjamin's sack. Verse 13. Then they rent their clothes, and laded every man his ass, and returned to the city. So it was a setup. Okay, it was a setup. The cup was found in Benjamin's bag. You know what I mean? And pretty much they were like, damn, like, are you serious? Like, what the hell is going on? You know? And they rented their clothes. To rent your clothes means to rip your clothes in distress. All right? And mourning. And they went back to their city. But let's continue, all right? Salaki, y'all bear with me here. All right, Salaki. All right, so let's go back to the Hebrew, okay? All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We got Genesis chapter 44, verses 14 through 20, all right? So let's get it. Okay. Genesis chapter 44, verse 14. Wayaba'a, Yahawada, Wa'akyawa, Bayatha, Yawasa, Wahawa'a, Awadanwa, Sham, Wayapawa, Lapundawa, Arataza, verse 15. Wayamar, Laham, Yawasa, Ma, Hamasha, Hazah, Ashar, Aisha Yatham, Halawa'a, Yediatham, Kaya, Yanakash, Ayash, Ashar, Kamanya, verse 16. Wayamar, Yahawada, Ma, Naamar, Sila, Naamar, La Danya, Ma, Nadabar, Wama, Natazat Tadak, Alahayim, Matazah, Ath, Iwan, Ibadiak, Hananwa, Ibadian, Laadanya, Gum, Anakanwa, Gum, Ashar, Namataza, Hagabayai, it's like, no, so I said her, okay. Hagabayai, Bayatwa, verse 17. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Wayamar, Kalayala, Mashawaf, Za'af, Hayash, Ashor, Namatazah, Hagabayai, Hagabayai, Bayatwa, Hawa'a, Yahaya, Laya, Ibad, Watham, Awa, La Shalom, Al, Abayakam, Ha, verse 18. Wayagash, Al Yawa, Yahawada, Wayamar, Baya, Adanya, Yadabar, Na'a, Abadak, Dabar, Bazanwa, Bazanya, Adanya, Wa'al, Yakar, Apak, Bibadak, Kaya, Kamawak, Kapariah. Verse 19, Adanya, Shol, Ath, Ibadyawa, Lamar, Hayash, it's like, yeah, Hayash, Lakam, Abba, Awa, Ak. Verse 20, last verse, Wayamar, Al, Adanya, Yash, Lanwa, Abba, Zaquan, Wayalad, Sequanium, Quatan, Wa'akua, Math, Wayawathar, Hawa'a, Labatwa, Lamar, Wa'abayawa, Ahabwa, and that's it. All right. Let's see here. One moment. Okay. All right. We are getting close and closer. Okay, cool. On sign of Christ. All right, let's get it. All right. Genesis chapter 44, verse 14. And it reads, and Judah and his brethren came to Joseph's house, for he was yet there, and they fell before him on the ground. And Joseph said unto them, what deed is this that ye have done? Wot ye not that such a man as I can certainly divine? Verse 16. And Judah said, what shall we say unto my Lord? What shall we speak? Or how shall we clear ourselves? God hath found out the iniquity of thy servants. Behold, we are my Lord's servants, both we and he also with whom the cup is found. Verse 17. And he said, God forbid that I should do so, but the man in whose hand the cup is found, he shall be my servant. And as for you, get you up in peace unto your father. Verse 18, then Judah came near unto him and said, O my Lord, let thy servant and I pray thee speak a word in my Lord's ears, and let not thine anger burn against thy servant, for thou art even as Pharaoh. Verse 19, my Lord asked his servant, saying, have ye a father or a brother? Verse 20, and we said unto my Lord, we have a father, an old man, and a child of his old age, a little one, and his brother is dead, and he alone is left of his mother, and his father loveth him. Okay, so pretty much they have some requests. All right, so they came unto Joseph, and pretty much they're caught red-handed with something that they apparently did not steal, but it looks that way. And with that being said, Judah has a request before Joseph decides to do whatever he wants to do as far as having them as servants. Okay. All right. So, Slacky. 1 second. Okay. All right. So let's keep going and see what happens next. All right. Genesis chapter 44, verse 21. Slacky. Goddamn. Genesis chapter 44, verse 21 all the way to 27. All right. All right, let's get back to it. All right. Genesis chapter 44, verse 21. Waya Amar, Al, Abadiah, Auya, Wa'ashima, Ayanya, Auyawa, verse 22. Waya Amar, Al, Adanya, La'a, Yawakol, Hanar, Lizab, Ath, Abayawa, Wizab, Ath, Abayawa, Wamath, verse 23. Wayamar, Al, Ibadiak, La'a, Yarad, Akikam, Hakpatan, Athakam, La'a. That's a Pawan. Lara Awath, Hanya, verse 24. Waya Haya, Kaya, Al Yanwa, Al, Abadak, Abaya, one of God, It's like when a God, La'ah, Ath, Dabaria, Adanya, verse 25, Wayamar, Abayanwa, Shabwa, Shabarwa, Lanawa, Ma'ait, Akol, verse 26, Wayamar, La'ah, Nawakol, Laradath, Yash, Akyanwa, Hakwatan, Athanwa, What Yaradanwa, Kaya, La'ah, Nawakol, La'awath, Hanya, Hayash, Wa Akyanwa, Hakwatan, Ayanwa, Athanwa. Verse 27, last verse. Wayamar, Abadak, Abayawa, so Abaya, Alyanwa, Atham, Yediatham, Kaya, Shanayim, Yalada, Laya, Ashafia, and that's it. All right. Let's see here. All right. All right. Let's get back to it. This is Genesis chapter 44, verse 21. And thou saidest unto thy servants, bring him down unto me, that I may set my eyes upon him. And then Joseph is speaking about Jacob, his father, right? Verse 22. And we said unto my Lord, the lad cannot leave his father. Oh, Jacob and a young boy. And we said unto my Lord, the lad cannot leave his father, for if he should leave his father would die. Verse 23. And thou saidest unto thy servants, except your youngest brother come down with you, ye shall see my face no more. Verse 23. 24. And it came to pass, when we came up unto thy servant, my father, we told him the words of my Lord. Talking about Joseph, speaking to Jacob. All right. Verse 25. And our father said, go again and buy us a little food. Verse 26. And we said, we cannot go down if our youngest brother be with us. Then will we go down, for we may not see the man's face, except our youngest brother be with us. Verse 27. And thy servant, my father, said unto us, ye know that my wife bare me 2 sons. Start right there. So there's a little bit of a back and forth as far as what needs to be done and what Joseph wants, but what it's going against. Okay. There's a little bit of back and forth with one of Jacob's sons letting him know what Joseph had said, and Jacob, it's a back and forth at this point. So let's see how this all unfolds and shortly. All right. Okay. All right. This is going to be Genesis chapter 44, verses 28 through verse 34. All right. And this is going to be the Hebrew. Okay. Let's get it. Genesis chapter 44, verse 28. Wayataza'a, Hakad, Ma'afia, Wa'amar, Ak, Tarap, Wala'ah, Rayathyawa, Hana, verse 29. Walaquatham, Gum, Af, Za, Ma'aim, Panya, Wakarawa, Asawan, Waharatham, Ath, Shayabathia, Bariah, Sha'Allah. Verse 30. Wayatha. Kabaya. Al. Abadak. Abiyah. Wahanar. Ayanwa. Athan. Wa. The Athanwa. Salaki. Wanapashwa. So like this one right here is a little bit of a tongue twister. All right. Quashawara. There we go. Banapashwa. Verse 31. Wahaya. Kara'awatwa. Kaya. Ayan. Hanar. Abadak. Abayanwa. Bayagawan. Sha'Allah. Verse 32. Yeah, Sha'Allah. There we go. Verse 32. Kaya. Abadak. Irab. Af. Hanar. Ma'aim. Abaya. Lamar. La'a. Abayanwa. Alayak. Wakatafwa. La Abaya. Call. Hayam Mayam. All right. Verse 33. Salaki. Wayatha. Yasha. Na'a. Abadak. Thakata. It's like Thakaf. Hanar. Ibad. La Dunya. Wahanar. Yao. Ain. Akyawa. Verse 34, last verse. Kaya. Ayak. A'ala. Al. Abiyah. Wahanar. Ayanwa. Athya. Pan. Ara'a. Barai. Ashar. Yamataza. Ath. Abiyawa. So like Abaya. So Abaya. There we go. Select. All right. So after this, we got about 14 more scriptures to read, and then we are, Tawab and out of here. All right. Tawab means good in Hebrew. So let's go ahead and finish this up. Okay. The story is really getting good. All right. So Genesis chapter 44, verse 28. And the one went out from me, and I said, surely he is torn in pieces, and I saw him not since. Verse 29. And if ye take this also from me, and mischief befall him, ye shall bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. So now, once again, this is Jacob speaking about the youngest, who technically is Joseph, but Jacob still believes that Joseph is unalive, that he was ripped apart by a bear or a animal, based on what the Judites had told him. I'm sorry, based on what his brothers had told Jacob the father, all right? Verse 30. Now, therefore, when I come to thy servant, my father, and the lad be not with us, seeing that his life is bound up in the lad's life. Verse 31. It shall come to pass when he seeth that the lad is not with us, that he will die. And thy servant shall bring down the gray hairs of thy servant, our father, with sorrow to the grave. Meaning that it's going to pain him to try to relive and go through that when, in their minds, Joseph is not around. Okay? Verse 32. For thy servant became surety for the lad unto my father, saying, if I bring him not unto thee, then I shall bear the blame to my father forever. Verse 33. Now therefore, I pray thee, let thy servant abide instead of the lad, a bondman to my Lord, and let the lad go up with his brethren. Verse 34. For how shall I go up to my father, and the lad be not with me? Lest peradventure I see the evil that shall come on my father. So that's it on that part. So, long story short, once again, it's still a back and forth trying to figure out, like, how are we going to please this man that is asking for someone who is not here? And I can't just come back empty handed. And if we leave our father alone, he's going to die. Okay? So now, let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Okay. Give me one moment here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should be blue. All right, so now let's get into the Hebrew. So we are in Genesis chapter 45, verses 1 through 7, okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. So let's go into the Hebrew, okay? Back to the Hebrew. All right, this is Genesis chapter 45, verse 1. Wala'ah, Yakal, Yawasap, Lahathapak, Lakol, Hanatasabian, Auyawa, Wayakwara'a, Hawayatazal, Awa, there we go. Call, Ayash, Mauya, Maelia, Wala'a, Imad, Ayash, Afwa, so like 1 second. Bahatha Wadai. Bahatha slide. Bahatha Wadai. Yawasap. Ow. Akyawa. Yep, that's right. Verse 2. Wayathan. Af. Kawa. Babakia. Wayashamawa. Matazari. Wayashamai. Bayath. Pariah. Verse 3. Wayamar. Yawasap. Ow. Akyawa. Anya. Yawasap. Haiwad. Abaya. Kaya. Wala'a. Yakowa. Akua. Linawath. Athwa. Kaya. Nabahawa. Mapunyawa. Verse 4. Wayamar. Yawasap. Al. Akua. Gashwa. Na'a. Auya. Wayagashwa. Wayamar. Anya. Yawasap. Akyakam. Ashar. Makarathum. Athia. Matazariyama. Verse 5. Wa'ayatha. Ow. Daitazapwa. Wa'al. Yakar. Yeah. Bayan Yakam. Kaya. Makarathum. Athia, Hana, Kaya, Lamakia, Shalakanya, Alahayim, Lapanyakam, verse 6, Kaya, Za, Shanathim, Hara'ab, Hara'ab, Slakia, Bakurab, Ha'arataza, Ba'aiwad, Kamash, Shunyam, Ashar, Ayun, Kariash, Waquataziyar, verse 7, last verse. Waya Shalakanya, Alahayim, Lapanyakam, Lashawam, Lakam, Shariath, Barataza, Wala Hakayawath, Lakam, Lapal Yata, Gadol. And that's it on that. Clap it up. All right, let's get back into the English. Genesis chapter 45, verse 1. Then Joseph could not refrain himself before all of them that stood by him, and he cried. Because every man to go out from him. So like, cause every man to go out from me. And there stood no man with him while Joseph made himself known unto his brethren. Verse 2. And he wept out loud, and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard. Verse 3. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I am Joseph. Doeth my father yet live? And his brethren could not answer him, for they were troubled at his presence. Verse 4. And Joseph said unto his brethren, Come near to me, I pray you. And they came near. And he said, I am Joseph your brother, whom ye sold into Egypt. Verse 5. Now therefore be not grieved nor angry with yourselves that ye sold me hither, for God did send me before you to preserve life. Verse 6. For these 2 years hath the famine been in the land, and yet there are 5 years in which there shall neither be earing nor harvest. Verse 7. And God sent me before you to preserve you a posterity in the earth, and to save your lives by a great deliverance. So, once again, this story came full circle. And it doesn't stop there. It's going to keep going, but he's reunited with his family now, man. And now who's left is going to be the father, Jacob. Okay? All right. Once he realized that his son is alive, I mean, man, it's going to be amazing. All right. And they couldn't recognize it because Joseph got older. The years went on. He looks different. He doesn't look the same as he did when he got sold into captivity. And what's so beautiful about this is the fact that he's letting them know, like, look, forgive yourselves. Because pretty much I forgave you for what you did to me. So forgive yourself as well. All right, for what you did to me. Okay? All right, so let's go. Let's read the last 7 verses 8 through 14. Genesis chapter 45, verse 8. Wayatha, la'ah, atham. Give me 1 second. Shalathum. All right. Athia. Hana. Kaya. Ha'alahayim. Waya Shamanya. La'aba. La Pariah. La Pariah. Yeah, that's right. Wala, so like 1 second. Wala, I don't know. So like something's going on with the connection. All right. Bayatwa. Wamashal. Wamashal. Bakal. Aratazar. Matazarian. Verse 9. Maharwa. Ba'awa. Al. Abaya. Wa'amaratham. Alua. Ka. Amar. Banak. Yawasat. Shamanya. Alahayim. Ladawan. Lakhol. Matazarian. Radah. Alia. Al. Taimad. Verse 10. Vayashabah. Vayashabah. Yeah. Baratazah. Gashan. Wahayayath. Wahayath. Qawarab. Alia. Atha. Wabanyak. Let's see. Wabanya. Wabanyak. Again. What is a knock? Wabakwarak. Wakal. Ashar. Lak. Verse 11. Ooh, good night. Give me 1 second here. Wakal Kalathia. Wakal Kalathia. Athak. Shum. Kaya. Iwad. Kamash. Shunyam. Ra'ai. Pun. Thawarash. Atha. Wabayathak. Wakol. Ashar. Lak. Verse 12. Wahana. Ayan Yakam. Ra'awath. Wa'ayanya. Akya. Bayamyan. Kaya. Paya. Hamadabar. And Al Yakam. Verse 13. Yeah, verse 13. Slide it. Give me 1 second here. Waha Gadatham. La Abaya. Ath. Call. Kabawadia, Baltazarian, Wa'ath, Kal, Bashar, Ra'ayathum, Wa Maharathum, so like, give me 1 second. Waha Warathathum. So like, Waha Warathum. There we go. Ath Abiyah Hana. Verse 14, last verse. Waya Paul Al Tazawaria Banyumyan Akua Wayabak Wabiyumyan. Sorry. Wabiyumyan. There we go. Baka Al Tazawaryawa. There we go. And that's it on that. That ending was a little tongue twister for real. All right, let's get into the last part of this, the English. This is Genesis chapter 45, verse 8. So, and he hath made me Lord of all his house and a ruler, and go up to my father and say, son Joseph, God hath made thou shalt dwell in the land of Goshen, and thou shalt be near unto me, thou and thy children and thy children's children, and thy flocks and thy herds, and all that thou hast. Verse 11. And there thou and thy household come to poverty. For your eyes see, and the eyes of is my mouth that speaketh unto you. Verse 13. And ye shall tell my father of all my glory in Egypt, and all that ye have seen. And ye shall haste and bring down my father hither. And he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept. And Benjamin wept upon his neck. That's so beautiful, man. Oh, and that's it on that part. I would keep going, but we got to save the rest for next week, all right? For next Saturday. That was a beautiful story, man. So Joseph revealed himself to his brothers and told them, go tell father of, how I'm alive and how how I flourish and how I'm doing so great and all the glory that the Lord has brought unto me being in Egypt. And I want all of you to stay here during this famine, and y'all don't have to suffer any longer because of the poverty of the famine. And y'all can stay next to me, your flocks, your children, everybody can stay here because I run this. All right. So that was beautiful. That was amazing. So with that being said, let's go ahead and close it out with the prayers. All right. I imagine, which means to stand. Okay. All right. I imagine once again means to stand in Hebrew, everyone. And then Mapanya Hakodam, which means to face the east, wherever the east is in your location. All right. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodah, Shaya, Shakar, Yahweh, Malak Batka, Taba'a, Rakasaka, Haya, Asha, Barakasaka, Wa, Haya, Bashemayim, and Thanganawa, come, call you one, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawat Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Wala'a, Taba'a Nawa, Banasaya one, Abawa, Havishai Nawa, Mayan, Ra, Kia, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa, Ala, Wata Para, La Alamya, Aman. In English, our Father which art in heaven, Hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever, so be it. Amen. All right. Song, Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Baba Kasha, Nathanda Nawa, Hakak, Lar Pa'at, Karmakala, Wakar Madawa, Hakak, Nasahar, Hamatazari, Hakak, the Hakim, Hamathi, Hakak, Arakawat, Hasama'ala, Lagarshin, Bashim Yahushua, the Wadaman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Vayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Sapari, Barak, Bashim Yahushua, the Wadaman. In the English, what we just said was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'ala. So like, Lord, in the name of Yahushua, bless us in Yasha'ala. In the school, in the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a, Ayanya, Aharya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Azarya, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Shemayim, Barakasa, Ayathan, Lawats, Rakaka, Ayawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Bala'a, Yashan, Shabamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Ayat, Yaka, Yamamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakakat, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makara, Yashamar, Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afta, in the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, and whence cometh my help? My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee when thou slumber, behold. He that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keep, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yakah, Atakarash, Wala Shakwa, all Kayahana, Awabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Amaka, Yarayon, Sawada, Wayatha, Yatazawa, Atuzakawanyaka, Amara, Lakawa, Nakakyadan, Magoya, Wala Ayas, Sakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawatazawa, Labat, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Barayak, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adamam, Vayashama Aliyam. Moab, Wagari, Gabal, Wanawan, Wamalat, Palashat, I'm Yashab, Yatazabor, Gum Ashur, Nalawat, Anam, Ayawat, Sarawat, the body of the Wat, Salat, Shalaham, Kamadi, Kasiyasara, Kayabi, Banako, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayan da Arwa, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shathamwa, Nada, Ya Mawa, Kaira, Wakazabat, Wakatazal Manai, Kalnasi Akumwa, Ashar, Amara, Narashah. Lanawa, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shethamwa, Kagola, Kakwash, the Panyarawaka, Ka'ash, the Bari Ira, Wakalabat, the Lahat, Harim, Kanthar, Datma, Basaraka, Wabasu, Patka, Dalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shika, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayapahova, Ayai, Wayakapara, Wayabatwa, Wayadaira, Kayatha, Shaka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharakasa. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off, for being a nation that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, and Philistines with the habitants of Tyre. Ashur also joined with them, and have opened the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, as the sacrifice of Jabin at the brook Kisan, which carries at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, making noise like a rib, and like said, yea, are the prince as a Ba and as a Muna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make it like a wheel as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames of the mountains are fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force the riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nation and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, everlasting gods and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, works of witchcraft, Nazi space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, to bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us or broadcast your words throughout the planet Earth. Let them all the place, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the place shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn in Hebrew. All right. Slovakia. All right. All right. All right. With that being said, that concludes the Sabbath service. One courtesy salute. Minute Israel by Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh by Shemel Shabarakatham. All right. That's the top. Okay. Courtesy salute for the sisters. Minute Israel by Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shemar Alatah by Shemel Shah. That's on top. That's dismissed. Shalom, Israel.